Hi friends, today we are going to learn to draw flowers in the style of Georgia O'Keeffe. Today you will need a piece of paper. I used green, you can use white or any color you want, and something to color with. I used crayons. Georgia O'Keeffe was one of the very first women to be a worldwide famous artist. She loved to paint, and she loved to paint up close, bird's eye view flowers. Georgia O'Keeffe was an American painter who was studying right here in Chicago at the Art Institute of Chicago. Here are some of her famous flower paintings. This one's called Petunias. She painted it in 1924. This one is called Oriental Poppies, painted in 1928. Her flowers were big, beautiful, and always interesting to look at. Now let's draw some flowers. You're going to want to start with a circle, and then color in the circle whatever color you want it to be. Now switch colors. You're going to use the second color to do more circles around the first circle. Notice how I draw the circle and then color it in. And I do about 5 of them going all the way around my first circle. Now I take a light colored crayon, like a white, a yellow, or a light green, and I scribble across the inside of the flower to blend together the colors. Finally, I take a dark color and add some lines to the middle of the flower. Let's try another one. Again, start with a circle in the middle and color it in. Switch to a different color, and this time we will draw ovals all the way around the circle. An oval is just like a circle, but it's longer and skinnier. I draw a bunch of ovals, long and skinny ones, going around the circle in the middle, and I'm coloring them in red-violet. I keep adding these ovals until there's no more room for more. It helped me to turn my paper each time that I added an oval. Again, I took a white crayon and I scribbled in the middle of the flower. This added some highlights and blended the colors together. Then I took a dark color crayon and added some lines to the middle to make it look more realistic. Let's try another one. This time I took an orange crayon and did a circle in the middle. And then I'm using scribble lines to go out from the circle. This is a messy way to draw a flower, but in the end, I really like how it turned out. This time I took a light yellow and I scribbled in the center of the flower to add that light color, and a black to draw some lines in the center. You can draw as many flowers as you want. Here's another one. Again, start with a circle in the middle. I used a pink. And this time I'm using triangles to go all the way around my circle. The point can really go in any direction that you want it to go. Your triangles don't have to look like mine. I kept turning my paper and adding more triangles until, again, I didn't have room to add any more. I again took my white crayon and scribbled in the center of the flower to add some highlights or some light areas, and then I used my black crayon to add some lines or some shadows. I'm going to add in one more flower. I used a circle in the center and colored it in. Then I switched to a different color and added some circles going all the way around my first circle. And then I colored in those. Again, I used a light color to scribble in the center to blend all the colors together. I did decide to then add one more flower. This time I drew a circle in the center and then I scribbled all the way around it using a pink crayon. Next, I took a dark green crayon and added some wavy lines all around the flowers. This is going to be some vines. Next, I used that same green crayon to add some ovals, some green ovals, all around my wavy lines. These are the little leaves. Your leaves can really be any shape that you want them to be. Leaves can come in many shapes and colors, so there's no right or wrong way to draw your vines or your leaves. Next, I took a light green crayon and I colored over all of my leaves with this light green to add some highlights or light areas. I always find that a mix of two colors makes things look more realistic. Now I took my black crayon and added a few black lines to my vines. And then I went to each leaf and I drew a line down the middle to add that main vein to the leaf. And there is how my Georgia O'Keeffe flowers looked in the end. I hope that you like how yours turned out too.